today we will discuss about describe image task for PTE. In this task, and actually this task is quite sometimes complicated for the students because they think that what to say and what not to say. So starting with the describe image, in this task we have I think 5 to 6 to 7 different images which you need to elaborate in your own words. Starting from the one of the passages I am taken from PTE Academic Practice Test Plus book, on page number 18. There is a chart, there is a line graph which shows the percentage world population by region between Asia and Europe, and it is giving in the form of a percentage. So that graph I'm going to explain today. So first of all, you need to remember there are three important things in describe image. First of all, there is introduction for your graph. There should be an introduction. Second thing, uh, two sentences for main body, like main theme of the image. What is main thing, what is the most important or striking thing about the graph, so that you should have to explain in the answer. The third thing is conclusion. So introduction 1 to 2 sentence, main body 2 to 3 sentence, and 1 sentence or 1 and 2 sentence to conclusion. So initially you can start with one sentence each. For example, 1 sentence for introduction, 1 for main body, and 1 for conclusion, because 40 seconds is a very limited time. So you need to be quick, you need to be informative in the image, because you need to give the explanation to the system that you know about the thing. Just take an example, like you are standing in front of people in the in the room, in the conference room, and presenting something. So that graph you have make it after made it after the some research, and you got a you have something with you with some new graphs there. So your main point is to first introduce about the topic, what is that topic about, what it basically explains about, what it describes about, and then starting with the second thing, what is the main point, what is your main finding in the overall image. So that would be the interesting point for the audience. So your main point, or your striking point, is the important thing which should you have to say in your test. The third thing is about conclusion. So conclusion is quite tricky. Conclusion in these type of passages, something sometime you have to say by your own words. For example, sometime what happen, if you don't know what is the reason behind, or what I should say, just say something logically which basically match with the image. For example, there is a passage, I will go ahead for that, and I will read for you, and you will see how I will do the uh, ending of this passage. These two line graphs show the comparison between Asia and Europe population from 1715 to 2010. This population has been described in the form of percentages. As you can see that the population of Asia is almost 40% more than Europe throughout the given time. So one can say that this is due to the reason of Asia has more surface area than the Europe. That's all. So this is a very simple answer for this. I start with the introduction, like it's a Asia and Europe population difference or comparison with respect to population, and then percentages, what is the overall x-axis or what is on y-axis, and how you have to describe in your own words. You have to rephrase those title statement. Never repeat the same word or same statement in the test. Always try to rephrase with some synonyms, some different words, and then try to speak. And the third thing is about what is that about, and what is the main point. So I can say that in the throughout the region the difference was 40%. I can go with one more reason as well, but this is just a start where we can go with a very basic one main point of the image, because first you have to practice it. Maybe in the start you can go for more words as well, but you need to classify that information in your mind, that first you have to do with the introduction part, and then come toward the main theme, main crux point, and then the third one is about your conclusion. And conclusion should be sometime, if it doesn't make any sense, you can just say something which is basically, conclusion is your own claim about that thing, or your own thinking about that particular thing which you want to tell to the people, that is not given in the image, that is your own perception. So always conclusion is important, in the sense that you basically taking that data and then you are giving the answer in your own words by taking some information from that which no one has the ability to look to that. So that's basically conclusion means, and therefore you need to be very careful about that, how to say conclusion when you are doing that thing. In the same way, for example, I can move forward with the second passage in which there is a pie chart. So in that pie chart, it's a reason of people who are not attending school in by gender, by male and female, and I can see that 25% of people left school because they want to have doing jobs, whereas only 12% are women are doing the jobs. So maybe in that one you can give the reason as a conclusion that because women are also busy in homework, or with the babies, or with the kid, or with their offspring at home, so that's why it's not possible for her to do full-time jobs or get the employment quickly. So this is another reason, this is the conclusion for your that passage. So this is how it works. So if you need more help on that, you can email me, or you can write me about that. I can explain you more about that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.